Yo, what's good YouTube? In today's video, I got a request to do a mechanics slash retakes video, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going over some retakes that I do all the time, starting off very easy and then getting to the more complicated and challenging ones. If you enjoy and if you learn something, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be starting off very simple here with just a little double edit, there's a cone in the floor and just make sure you get it. The main thing that's difficult would be the timing, but that just takes a little bit of practice and you can get that no problem. Next, we got a triple edit. It's a step up from a double edit, so it's a little bit more difficult. The main point in this is just to make sure that your crosshair placement is very good. You don't want to be moving too much. You want it to be as smooth movement as possible, and eventually you'll be able to do them infinitely. Next up, we got this wall protection move, and it's really good for blocking off one side completely, and it opens up a lot of possibilities. To do this one, you're going to want to place walls all around one side, and then you're going to want to place a ramp above you, and you're going to want to edit the wall in front of you, so you can do the same thing again, or you can do something else if you choose to. It's really the most difficult part, again, is the crosshair placement, making sure that you can build all the walls to protect all the angles, and then resetting your camera or your crosshair so you can get that edit and then continue to do it again. Next, we got the same type of wall protective move, except you're jumping and turning to any direction 90 degrees. So for this one, the main part is making sure that you make a very exaggerated C movement, and then at the top and bottom of your C, you want to make sure you're placing those ramps. And it's really important to get the angles for placing the ramps right, because they will not place if you don't exaggerate that top and bottom curve of the C enough. So once you get that down, you've got this one mastered. Next, we got a simple cone flip. You're going to want to flip the cone either way you want. Some people edit it, they reset it, and then edit it. I like to do it all in one, but the main point of this is to make sure that you're placing a cone and a floor above you, because there's most likely going to be an enemy on height, and if you don't, then you're going to be completely open. So make sure you're placing that cone and floor above you as soon as possible. Right here we have a side triple edit. These are slightly more difficult than a regular triple edit because you have to move your crosshair to the side. The placement's a bit hard to master, but it's also a really good move. It will most likely be able to surprise your enemy, and there's a lot more possibilities that you can get from going to the side, switching up your movement, things like that. Next is a protected side jump. This is done by placing a cone, or either placing a cone in the floor and then editing the floor, and then placing a wall through the cone, and then setting up to do a regular side jump. For me, side jumps are a little bit difficult because I always mess up the placement of where you want to jump on the ramp. You want to jump like right before the middle of the ramp, and you generally want to land on top of a ramp when you side jump. If not, it's fine, but the best way to possibly do it to gain the most height and the most advantage is to land on a ramp. For this next retake, it's really advanced, and it's to the point where I can't really very well explain it, so I'm just going to have to slow it down a lot so you can see what's going on and then try to copy it for yourself. The last retake for today's video is a backwards triple edit. I like to do this one, it just looks really satisfying. It's one of my favorite retakes to do, and how I do this one is I like to start it off with a regular triple edit going forward. It just looks more satisfying that way, and then you're going to want to turn around as you're doing the second triple edit on the floor. You're going to want to edit the same 2 tiles that you would regularly edit, and then turn around and edit the opposite cone edit that you would usually edit, and then get the wall edit. And you're going to have to jump and land at the same time and build around you. If you can do it, it looks really satisfying, and it could surprise your enemy too. So make sure you try it.